of what Liz Smith said, look, certainly the Democrats had huge challenges in communicating our message. But let's remember, this was not this was not a huge sweeping win by Donald Trump. 7,000 votes in the House, the difference of 7,000 votes in the House, and Democrats would be in control. 200,000 votes, more or less, and Kamala Harris would have won the blue walls and would have won the presidency. This was not a sweeping mandate. Donald Trump didn't even break 50% of the popular vote. I'm not saying that Democrats don't have challenges. Absolutely, we have challenges in how we communicated and where we communicated and to whom we communicated. But I do not agree that the Democratic Party brand is in as much trouble as both of these folks are talking about. We certainly have work to do, but there's no question that the Democrats still stand for making sure that everyone has the ability to acquire the American dream, that everyone is on an equitable and level playing field to be able to live up to their God-given potential and to be able to do what they can to succeed in this country. And it's not the party that focuses on oligarchs and billionaires and millionaires, which is what Donald Trump is doing right now in his transition and apparently wants to do in the first Trump administration. I think Democrats have a huge challenge ahead, but we also have a huge opportunity to continue making the distinction between what Trump is proving what he is about. And our last conversation actually underscores that. He wants to go and be the strong man and take over everything and be all about, Elon Musk and billionaires and millionaires. And he's forgetting the promises that he made to working class and middle class Americans about bringing down prices, bringing down housing prices. That's the last thing that he's talking about right now. And I think that's going to backfire.
We shall see. And Scott, since I know you love giving Democrats advice on how to fix their brand, you get to do that next time. It's good to see you both. Thank you so much.
No. Wait a minute. You're not going to let me. You're not going to. It takes Maria 5 minutes to define what the Democratic brand is, and you don't let me respond to it after I show up on time on Christmas Eve. This is an insult that will not be forgotten, Kate. I promise you.
I just bought you 30 seconds just because I'm feeling
Maria, she filibustered me. She filibustered me out of the conversation here.
Stop talking and go.
Well, I'll tell you, it took Maria 5 minutes. Here's 10 seconds. Democrats are the party of uncommon nonsense. Republicans are the party of common sense. It's why our tent right now is full of such a wide ideological spectrum. People are flocking to the Republicans because we stand for common sense.
Yeah.
And Democrats have taken on all this uncommon fringe nonsense. And if they are in the toilet, my advice, flush away the fringe and the people who have drug you down there, because this is why Republicans won the election.
This is what I know. Uncommon nonsense. What I'm seeing right here is a perfect example of common, straight up nonsense, you two. I love you, but goodness gracious.
Greenland.
Merry Christmas.
Greenland and Panama. Common sense.
Guys, literally, I'm going to cut your bikes, even though I love you. But just zip it. I love you so much. Sarah, take it quickly. They have hijacked.
Kate.